Are you a fan of the hit show Outlander? If so, you're probably anxiously awaiting Season 7 to premiere. This Starz series really has it all. There's a love story, time travel, history, and drama. The show follows a nurse living in Scotland in the 20th century who suddenly finds herself 200 years into the past. After being magically sent to 1743, the leading lady, Claire, falls in love with a Highland warrior called Jamie. The show has been such a major success that this year, development began for a prequel series to be titled Outlander: Blood of My Blood. The series is based on a series of novels starting with Outlander, and the newest season will be based on An Echo in the Bone, the 7th book in the series. Many fans credit its success to its development. The author of the book series, Diana Gabaldon, is a producer of the series, and it appears that her work is closely followed when the episodes are written. In fact, she's been given writing credits on some of the episodes themselves, not just the novels that the show is based on. Are you a fan of the series, the books, or the show? If so, keep watching to hear all of the insider info we found about the future of the series. Season 6 ended on a cliffhanger, with our leading lady Claire in trouble. Fans were left hanging, wondering whether or not Jamie would be able to make it to her in time. Even more maddeningly, the actor himself, Sam Heughan, has dropped a salacious hint. "I may have had some prosthetics done at some point. You might see in the future," the star revealed during his interview with Audible UK. Most of the fans have theorized that this is sure to be evidence that Jamie would be injured during his journey to reunite with Claire. While the anticipation is driving many of us crazy, we must admit that seeing Jamie get injured wouldn't exactly be a new idea. He has been injured and even nearly killed, and Claire has always been there to help nurse him back to health with her knowledge of medicine. In one scene, he even suffered a smashed hand while being tortured. Claire was again able to save him by casting his fingers. Jamie ended up regaining most of the functionality in his hand back, but he was scarred mentally by this event, as anyone would. His character also sports deep marks on his back from being whipped. The character Black Jack Randall, one of the antagonists of the series, is responsible for much of this torture. And it wasn't just Jamie. At one point, Randall even nearly assaulted Jamie's sister, which led to another dramatic rescue scene. Jamie helped herself escape this terrible event, and he himself was whipped, lending him the intense scarring that can be seen on his body in the current season of the series. It seems injuring the main man is certainly not off the table, nor is it really all that unusual for the series. This makes us wonder whether these prosthetics will be used to showcase a more violent sort of crime. Why else would Heughan even drop these hints, since he would have surely used some sort of effects for the scenes of torture we have already seen him in? Do you have any ideas for how this might play out? Some fans have come up with theories, but no one knows for sure what to expect. Speaking of the cliffhanger at the end of the last season, many fans have begun affectionately referring to the lack of new content as a Droughtland. Fans are especially excited for the next season, as it will be double the length of Season 6, which only had 8 episodes. What about you? Are you a fan? Eagerly awaiting the upcoming longer season. Keep watching to hear all about everything we know for sure about the coming episodes. Showrunner Matthew B. Roberts had this to say: "We're excited to get into the editing room to work on bringing the fans one step closer to reuniting with the family back on Fraser's Ridge. Filming in 2021 has presented an unprecedented set of challenges, which led us to the decision to truncate the season in order to bring the fans the most vibrant and dynamic Season 7 with 16 episodes next year, as life returns to normalcy." Returning to normalcy or not, we do appreciate the showrunners for doing their best to overcome pandemic-related challenges and committing to continue doing their best work. It is refreshing, honestly. We have seen the author of the book series chiming in. She responded to rumors that stated that Season 7 would be the last. Her advice to fans: don't trust everything you read online. Most of us do know this, but it can't hurt to be given a reminder every now and again. Thank you, Diana, for staying engaged with the fans and encouraging them to enjoy the show, regardless of rumors. It's always so cool to see the authors and the production team of their adaptations working together, and even more so to see them working well together to create the best possible adaptation. Sam Heughan has always been particularly close with the fans of the show, and he loves dropping hints to keep them engaged. In fact, he recently spoke about the upcoming season in an interview, thrilling the fans. It's Outlander XL, 16 episodes. It's huge. Claire's in prison, Jamie is seeking to rescue her, and we're dealing with a war of independence in America. It really is action-packed, and it's going really well. This short teasing quote was enough for many fans to chomp harder at the bit, clamoring for more hints. Claire, after being wrongly accused of murder, is stuck in prison smack in the middle of the Revolutionary War. The real murderer is still out there, and Jamie is seemingly at a loss for how to save her. The beginning of the series focused more on the love story, but it does seem that Season 6 and 7 are focusing much more on the drama. With the show's masterful wonderful writers and its impeccable source material, it isn't at all a surprise that this change was done skillfully and naturally. So when will we see the premiere of this action-packed new season? Sources say it could take up to 2 years, setting its tentative debut in April of 2024. This unfortunate news is because of the length of the season, delays with filming, and post-production. Fans will need to be patient, as agonizing as that can be. The good news, however, is Starz' apparent wholehearted commitment to the show. Christina Davis, president of original programming for Starz, released the following statement: Starz is committed to investing in unapologetic, bold, premium storytelling that amplifies diverse voices and shines a spotlight on women in front of and behind the camera through our #TakeTheLead initiative. The hit series Outlander embodies everything about our initiative, including a powerful female lead character and an amazing team of storytellers. We look forward to following the adventures of Claire and Jamie in America during the Revolution, as well as more time travel during this next season. More time travel? That is news to us. We are also thrilled to hear how firmly the platform appears to be standing behind the series. Many other series, despite fan engagement and overall popularity, have died out due to flimsy commitments from platforms, producers, and networks. This series seems to be safe from this problem, at least for now. Another producer of the show once said that this show will continue until Claire and Jamie are 100. Talk about support from behind the scenes. The author of the source material, Diana Gabaldon, remains just as involved as she has been throughout the series. She has taken to Twitter, answering fan questions, like whether or not she was able to contribute to any of the show's writing directly. She responded that she did contribute, but most of her writing was going to be for the 9th episode of season 6, which of course was left at 8 episodes. However, much of what she did write will be reworked into the debut episode for season 7. And what of the cast? Should we expect any characters to disappear from the screen? From what we know, Sam Heughan as Jamie, Caitriona Balfe as Claire, Sophie Skelton as Brianna, and Richard Rankin as Roger are all involved in filming and will be returning to their roles. We may also see some new characters. It's rumored that Izzy Meikle-Small of Snow White and the Huntsman and Joey Phillips of Billy Elliot will be joining the cast. Have you heard of these performers? They are said to be joining the cast as Rachel Hunter and Denzel Hunter. These two certainly look the part, and we can't wait to see what they do with these roles. Whatever the truth about the show's future, we do know for sure that season 7 will be the most action-packed yet. We aren't sure if it'll be the last season or not, but if it is, we're sure the show will go out with a bang. When do you think season 7 will premiere? Are you excited to see how the writers resolve the brutal cliffhanger from the previous season? We would love to hear your thoughts below. Don't forget to leave a like and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time.